Okay, hear me out. Imagine you're living your best life, rich husband, successful career, VIP access to the best events in town. Then one day, someone from your past decides to dedicate years, literal years, to tearing your life apart. I mean, at some point, you gotta ask, am I the villain, or is this just next level stalking? Welcome to TheGlory, but this time, we're telling it from Yeon-jin's perspective. Because if you only saw her side of things, you might think she's the real victim here. I mean, what did she ever do to deserve this? Okay, let's not answer that just yet. Picture this, you're Park Yeon-jin. You've got it all, money, power, designer outfits that could pay off someone's student loans. You're a top news anchor, a respected socialite, and married to a man so wealthy, even your credit card swipes sound like a symphony. Life is perfect. Sure, your husband is a bit distant, and your daughter's a little too nice for your liking, but hey, small inconveniences. You've worked hard, by which we mean, you were born rich and never had to work hard, to be this untouchable. And yet, out of nowhere, this woman, Moon Dong-eun, starts showing up in your life like a glitch in the Matrix. At first, it's funny. What's she gonna do? Sue you? Post about you online? You own the media. But then, weird things start happening. Your closest allies begin falling like dominoes. Your secrets aren't so secret anymore. And suddenly, it feels like someone is narrating your downfall while sipping tea in the background. Look, people love to talk about what you did in high school. But has anyone ever asked what you went through? Being rich? Exhausting. Being beautiful? A burden. Do people know how much pressure there is to be perfect all the time? And let's be honest, Dong-eun was always so dramatic. Did you technically bully her? Okay, sure, if you want to get technical. But it's not your fault she didn't know how to take a joke. Everyone goes through tough times in high school. Some people just handle it better. And besides, who even remembers what happened in school? It's not like she was scarred for life or anything, right? Right? Anyway, high school was ages ago. You moved on. You got married, had a kid, and you've been a model citizen ever since. So why does it feel like karma just put you on speed dial? You have everything. A perfect husband, a beautiful daughter, a career that makes you the face of high society. People admire you. They envy you. And why wouldn't they? You earned this life. And then, just when you think life can't get any better, boom. Weird things start happening. Anonymous letters. Creepy messages. Someone watching you. It's giving stalker vibes. But you're Yeon-jin. You don't get stalked, you are the main character. Except, things don't stop. Your past, your flawless, perfectly hidden past, isn't just coming back. It's dragging you down by your designer heels, and suddenly, you're not the predator anymore. You're the prey. And the worst part? It's her. Dong-eun. The girl you totally forgot about, or at least, tried to. But she never forgot about you. And now, she's not just back, she's everywhere. Your friends, your family, your job, she's slowly ripping it all away. But hey, no worries. You're Yeon-jin, you always win, right? Alright, let's get one thing straight, you're not the type to sit around and let some nobody ruin your life. You built this empire, your perfect image, your picture-perfect family, your fabulous wardrobe. You're not about to let some grudge-holding school reject, take it all away. First, you do what any rational, mature adult would do. You deny everything. Bullying? What bullying? I was popular, she was weird. It's not my fault she didn't fit in. If that doesn't work, you try gaslighting. Maybe you throw in a few tears. She's crazy. She's obsessed with me, she's making things up. And for a second, just a second, you think it's working. People believe you. Your husband still looks at you with those dreamy, oblivious eyes. Your friends rally around you. You still have power. But then, the cracks start showing. Tiny things at first. Someone finds out a little too much. A secret slips. Your husband starts thinking, which, let's be honest, is new for him. And before you know it, your carefully crafted life is unraveling faster than your designer dress in a cheap dry cleaner. But you're Yeon-jin. You adapt. If manipulation doesn't work, you go for threats. And if threats don't work, well, let's just say you know people. Except here's the problem, Dong-eun anticipated everything. Every move you make, she's 3 steps ahead. She's playing chess while you're flailing through a game of guess who. And worst of all? The people around you, your so-called allies, start jumping ship. Your husband? Looking really cozy with the enemy. Your mother? Absolutely useless. Your best friend? Oh, she's got her own secrets, and let's just say they don't exactly help you. And suddenly, for the first time ever, you're losing. But no, 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 no. You're not going down like this, right? Okay, deep breath. Things aren't looking great, but you're Yeon-jin. You always land on your feet. You just need to, oh. Wait. Your husband just left you? Publicly? And now there's a media circus outside your house? Okay. Fine. You can spin this. Damage control. Maybe release a heartfelt apology. No, that's ridiculous, you're not actually sorry. Maybe a press conference? A tearful interview? No, wait, money, that's always worked before. Bribe someone. Anyone. Except, nobody's taking your calls. Your allies have vanished. The reporters are digging deeper. Your dirty laundry is hanging for the whole world to judge. People are laughing at you, mocking you, tearing apart the image you worked so hard to create. You're no longer the queen bee. You're a scandal. A joke. And then, the worst part, Dong-eun shows up. She doesn't even have to say anything. She just stands there, watching, while your entire world collapses in slow motion. You try to lash out, but it's useless. She won. You lost. And now? Now you get what you deserve. Look, mistakes were made. But prison? That's a bit dramatic, don't you think? You're Park Yeon-jin. You were supposed to grow old sipping wine at luxury resorts, not wearing a jumpsuit and eating this. Whatever this is. You try to remind yourself that this is temporary. A misunderstanding. Something that money, influence, and a well-placed sob story can fix. Except, it doesn't. Because no one's answering your calls. Your mother? Too busy scrambling to save herself. Your so-called friends? They disappeared the moment your name stopped being useful. And as for your husband, ex-husband, he's making sure your daughter never has to see you again, asshole. For the first time in your life, there's no safety net. No one looking the other way. No one smoothing things over. There's just you. Alone. And the crushing realization that for once, you're really paying for what you did. But this isn't the end. It can't be. You're not like the others here. You're not some common criminal. You just made a few bad choices. So you sit there, staring at the cold, gray walls, telling yourself the same thing over and over again. I don't belong here. I don't belong here. I don't belong here. But deep down, for the first time, you're not sure if that's true anymore. Prison? No, this is just a temporary inconvenience. A minor setback. You've dealt with worse, bad press, annoying lawsuits, even Dong-eun. And look how that turned out. She got her revenge, sure, but at what cost? She didn't even get to see your face when you stepped into this place. That alone makes you the winner. You keep your posture perfect, your expression unreadable, just like you did on the news. Headlines don't control you, you control them. Let them talk. Let them gawk. They don't realize that none of this actually matters. You'll be out soon. Appeals exist for a reason. Connections, too. You still have those. Probably. The other inmates whisper your name, stealing glances, like you're some washed-up celebrity, which, technically, you are, but it's temporary. You don't acknowledge them. Instead, you keep your gaze fixed on the television. The news is on. Your domain. Disgraced anchor Park Yeon-jin, you stop listening. Disgraced. Cute. As if the same people wringing their hands over your fall from grace weren't the ones who worshipped you just months ago. That's the thing about the public, they're fickle, stupid. They'll forget. They always do. And when they do, you'll remind them who you are. Days pass. Weeks. The food is terrible, the beds are worse, and your mother hasn't visited. That last part doesn't surprise you. She's probably busy giving some interview about how this is so hard for her, about how she had no idea what you were up to, as if she wasn't the one who taught you everything. Fine, you don't need her. You never did. You don't need Do-hyung either. If he thinks cutting you off from Yi-sol will break you, he's wrong. You're her mother. Blood matters. She'll come looking for you one day. She will. No. You don't dwell on that. You keep moving. You stick to routines, stay composed, stay you. You even try to establish a hierarchy, because let's be real, prison is just high school with uglier uniforms. And in high school, you were queen. But that's the thing about hierarchies. You only stay on top if people fear you. And fear? That's in short supply when the people around you have nothing to lose. It starts small. Someone accidentally bumps into you in the food line. Someone else forgets to pass you a tray. The guards don't even bother to pretend they care. You flash your best icy glare, but the problem with being locked up is that no one needs to be on your good side anymore. So, fine. Let them be petty. You'll outlast them. You always do. You tell yourself this every morning. And every night. Until the night you wake up to laughter. Not from the other inmates. From inside your own head. It's familiar, grating. A voice you haven't heard in a long time, yours, but different. Younger. Smug. Still think you're getting out of this? You sit up so fast your head spins. You press your hands against your temples. You're just tired. That's all. You'll sleep it off, but the voice doesn't stop. You always did think you were untouchable. Guess what? You're not. You shake your head. No. You're not losing it. That's not happening. You stumble to the metal sink in the corner, splash cold water on your face. Then you look up. The reflection in the scratched metal isn't you. Not really. Not Park Yeon-jin, the elegant, poised news anchor. Not the woman who could destroy lives with a single smirk. This woman is tired, hair limp, eyes dull, ordinary. For the first time, the truth creeps in. You are not special here. You are not feared. You are not even hated. You are nothing. The laugh echoes in your mind again, fading into silence. And for the first time, you have no comeback.